Hello, everyone. I'm here for your not AEW, not Ring of Honor. Bit of a different take today. I'm here for your WrestleMania 39. Yes, WrestleMania 39, Night 1 and Night 2 review. It's been a while. It's been a while for those who have watched my channel and followed it for the last couple of years. Will know that I started out doing both AEW and NXT reviews when obviously those budding wars of both on Wednesday, one was moved to Thursday, etc. But it's been a while since I've done a WWE related review, and what better way than WrestleMania? This will be my first review of WrestleMania on the channel. See how it goes. But I tried to look for the highlights of the Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor show, but couldn't find them. I'll probably still look for them after, but instead found WrestleMania highlights, and first time really watching highlights of a WWE pay-per-view, and it was fun. It was fun. And yeah, I do miss it as a wrestling fan. Yes, I cover mostly AEW reviews, but I am a wrestling fan, first and foremost. So, we'll see how this review goes, and who knows, maybe I'll cover more WWE reviews again in the future. But alas, before I get into it, thank you for joining me. New podcast. Click that subscription down in the corner, and you can find all videos on the channel as far as Ajo 2 and Love goes. Also, click that notification bell for all notifications on the channel. But yeah. So WrestleMania was very interesting. I mean, we had Austin Theory for John Cena. We used a good way to open the show. Just quick thoughts before I get into the review. Gunther versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. That was a hell of a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. Gunther is just great. Just great. I mean, it's still a bit surreal that, because I was worried he'd never be on the main roster. But alas, what a job he has done, and he is taking full advantage in his reign as Intercontinental Champion. Edge versus Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell. That was very fun too. The tag team title match with the USOs, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, which main evented night 1. And then, of course, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Cody. had some very good aspects of the show. Now, for a bunch of these matches, will be the first time I review a match of these guys, but yeah, get feel different, but see how it goes. Let's get into it, shall we? No time to waste. Which, oh, and by the way, sorry for those who are looking for my AEW Dynamite review. Didn't get up till yesterday, Sunday. I was out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, for those who look for it, it is on the channel now as we speak. But now, stop talking about other things. Let's talk about WrestleMania. So, WrestleMania started off with, oh good, the fans on, Austin Theory versus John Cena. Now, when I covered NXT a couple years ago, here's how time flies, but I did review a few of Austin Theory matches when he was on NXT. And considering how he's come since those years, he is, with his theme, with his attitude, and he's just very good. I believe this is my first time reviewing a John Cena match. So, yeah. Crazy. But a lot of years I would just watch. A lot of years just watch him, not review. But, But this good match, obviously, this was put into play for many months. They had their very good promo a couple weeks ago, back and forth. But yeah, this good match. So, Theory, not sure if I've seen him do this before, but he had a slingshot rolling dropkick from the outside to Cena for a near fall. Cena, after Theory tried for again, caught Theory, walked in the SCF, but Theory got out of it, hit a clothesline. Cena went for the AA, but countered to a DT for good near fall. Cena then tried to go for the AA again, but the referee was knocked down, kicked by Theory unintentional. Cena then locked in the SCF, middle of the ring. Theory tapped out, but referee wasn't there. And then, while Cena tried to get the referee to come to, as Cena turned around, he got hit with a low blow by Theory, A-Town down, then by Theory for the win, and Austin Theory beats John Cena at WrestleMania. So, yeah. It's a quality match. Cena, guys stuff in, his first match 2023. The last match was obviously New Year's, in that tag team match on SmackDown, but good way to open the show. Then we got a fatal 4-way tag team match to crown the number one contenders for the Tag team titles. So we have Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders versus the Alpha Academy. Glad those two are back together. I was worried they were going to split apart. Versus the Street Profits. This was hectic, but it was fun for the time it was given. Can't say too much bad about this match. I mean, yes, it was hectic, but it was good. Probably the biggest wow moment of the match, I'd say, was Chad Gable. Kudos to the strength of Gable. He hit a rolling chaos theory German suplex on the 7-foot Braun Strowman. Now, Strowman's probably not exactly 6 foot, but, or 7 foot, excuse me, but, you know, just being able to hoist that guy up for suplex, very kudos to Gable for near fall. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, had their good moments in this match. Crazy. So, Ivar, he went for a moonsault, missed off the top rope. Then Braun Strowman, he followed up and actually hit a top rope splash on Ivar for a good near fall and another good moment of the match and the night, pretty much. So, of course, with a multi-man match comes a Tower of Doom spot, pretty much. So, there's that. Strowman was going around the ring for his usual shtick, but he was caught with a spear from Angelo Dawkins, and then, as only Montez Ford can, he hit a great frog splash on Ricochet for the win, and the Street Profits are the number one contenders for the tag team titles. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, yeah, this is definitely a first. Definitely a first. Calling most of these guys for the review. Then we got Logan Paul. Yes, Logan Paul for Seth Rollins. Let me just right off the bat say, I am not the biggest fan of the Paul brothers. However, I will say in the short time Logan has wrestled in WWE, it's only been a handful of matches. He has showed up, he has delivered, and kudos to him. Kudos. I mean, if he really wants to stick around WWE for a number of years, kudos to him. I will not mind it. Against Seth Rollins, It's hard to have a bad match with Seth Rollins, pretty much. But this is the first time revealing Seth in his new gimmick, really, or gimmick he's had for a while, the Visionary. But yeah, this is good. So Logan hit a crossbody for a near fall. Hit a gun wrench, then for two. For a while, Logan just had the offense and Seth was playing the comeback kid. So Seth did a suicida, hit a curb stomp to the right hand of Logan on the steel steps to try to neutralize that right hand. He throws very well. Eventually he did hit it, but just the pain, that hesitation allowed Rollins to stay in this match. So Seth then caught Logan in midair for a powerbomb for a near fall. This was hilarious. So Logan, or one of his big sponsors, is Prime Energy Drink. So he had a guy accompany him in his entrance to the ring. A guy dressed in a Prime Energy Drink mascot, pretty much. And then it was revealed in this match that it would be KSI. Fellow entertainer, fellow YouTuber, KSI. So, this spot, yeah, kind of hilarious. So, Logan set Rollins up on the announce table, about to hit a frog splash on him through the table. KSI was filming, pretty much doing a video with Seth on the table right behind him. And then right as Logan took a drink of Prime, right before he went up in the air, Seth yanked KSI onto the table, and then Logan ended up hitting the frog splash on his mascot through the table, and yeah, pretty much took out his mascot in the process. So Rollins back in the ring hit a peg for near fall. Logan hit a frog splash in the middle ring for a two. Logan then went for a splash up top, but countered by Seth with a super kick in midair. Then hit a curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins gets the victory over Logan Paul at WrestleMania. So good stuff. Good stuff. We got Damage Control versus Lita, Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus. Now again, never did I think after watching Lita and Trish Stratus for many years that I'd still be calling, or I'd still get a chance to review a match There's now I have reviewed Io Sky matches. Dakota Kai. If you've seen the channel, you know I'm a big fan of hers. And Bailey, I don't think so. But so this is a quality match. All ladies look good. Um, yeah, in the end, Becky hit a manhandle slam on Io for the win, and the women's tag team champions of Lita and Becky Lynch win with Trish Stratus. So good stuff. This this next match, I'd say, was kind of eerie and kind of weird to call. When I say Dominik Mysterio versus his father, Rey Mysterio, father versus son at WrestleMania. Yep, I remember watching Ray versus Eddie at SummerSlam for the custody of Dominik. Yeah, these years later. Dominik had a hell of a entrance. He, of course, was arrested many weeks back, and he came out with a Rey Mysterio mask and accompanied to the ring by the LAPD. So, Aaliyah, his sister was there, Angie, his mother was at ringside, you know, just great stuff. I mean, Dominik, he threw Aaliyah's drink on his sister. I mean, crazy, funny stuff. So the rest of Judgment Day got involved. Um, Dominik hit an alley-oop on Ray for a near fall. Then he also managed a frog splash for two. So in the end, Dominik tried to use a chain, and Bad Bunny, who was on the Spanish commentary desk, or what Spanish commentary, he and my phone, shoot, my phone died. One sec, and we are back. Okay, sorry for a little delay, but let's see, where were we? Oh, yeah, Mysterio versus Mysterio, father versus son. But in the end, so the finish, Bad Bunny, who was on or was with the Spanish commentary, saw all this interference going on with the Judgment Day, Legado del Fantasma, um, and saw Dominik was about to use a chain. But he had enough. So took the chain of Dominik's grass, distracted him enough. Ray hit 619 and then a splash 1, 2, 3. And Ray triumphs over his son on the grand stage of them all. So, father first son doesn't get much better than that. Excuse me. The next, Rhea Ripley. Speaking of Judgment Day, faced off against Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Huh. Yeah. I've reviewed matches both, but back in NXT, so crazy enough there. But yeah, so good match. Charlotte, as exhausting as she can be, you know, this almost felt like a redemption. Because years ago, it was supposed to be, or Charlotte, I believe it was 2019. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble for the women. And then, or it might have been 2020. Either way, Charlotte won the Royal Rumble for the women. Challenged Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship at WrestleMania and beat her. So, yeah. This was after Rhea was coming off that big momentum after knocking off Shayna Baszler as champion. I mean, this felt in a way like redemption. It seems for Rhea, and hell of a match in his own right. But Rhea won here with an avalanche riptide off top. And Rhea Ripley's new SmackDown Women's Champion. We could tell that there was a joyous response in the crowd and to her. So, yeah, great for her and right outcome. Next up, Pat McAfee. This was part of two comedic short matches for WrestleMania. So the hosts were Snoop Dogg and The Miz. So Pat McAfee ran out and had a little match with The Miz. George Kittle of the San Francisco 49ers. He was out there in front row. Great tight end. Is a big fan of pro wrestling. It is unique how he was given a mask by Penta El Zero Miedo when he was in Mexico for that 49ers game for the Cardinals. Now he's here. It's just a little interesting viewpoint. Front row WrestleMania. Had some words with The Miz. Decked him on the outside. McAfee followed up with senton. Then hit a punt on Miz in the middle of the ring for the win. Clean as day. So, yeah, but it was weird filler in between that match and the main event of night one. In the main event of night 1, the USOs. My first time reviewing a match for all of them. The USOs versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed Tag Team Championships. Now I know a lot of people going to WrestleMania were hoping that Sami Zayn was going to be the world champion. Not the case. But was a hell of a moment he did have with his best friend Kevin Owens, and cannot complain about this match one bit, as it was just not much to say, but great to see. So Owens came in after beat down on Sami. Match a frog slash for a near fall. He then missed a swanton, which counter splash their own for a 2. Sami actually hit his own version of an Uso splash for a 2. Usos hit a lot of super kicks, channeling their young bucks. But Owens kicked out of all of them. He was actually dumped in it through a table for a 2. Or they hit the 1D on Sami for a near fall. They actually hit the double Uso splash on Kevin Owens for only a near fall. I'm sure everyone in their right mind thought that was over. That was not the case. In the end, it was not 1, not 2, but 3 haluva kicks from Sami Zayn to Jey Uso for the win. And we got new tag team champions in Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Hell of a way to end night 1. Well, we're not just covering one night on the show, we're covering both. So, right into night 2. Let's get it going. With a short match between Omos and Brock Lesnar. First time reviewing a match for both of them. Hopefully this is the last match I have to review for Omos. Now, Omos is a sight to see. He is, 7'4", over 400 pounds. But I mean, again, trying to rock, pretty simple F5 for the win. 5 minutes, no, I'm really done. Brock got the win. Simple. Fatal 4-way tag team match for the women. Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Again, yeah, but this match was fine. These failed 4-way tag team matches, though, it's kind of so. But in the end, no surprise, Ronda and Shayna won here. Ronda rocked an up bar on Shotzi, and Shotzi tapped out. Simple. They're new challengers for the the women's tag team titles. And then probably match of the night. If I have to say, it might be WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. This was a physical smash mouth, whatever you want to call it. A fight. I mean, this was just fun. Uh, I mean, the majority of these guys were just chopping at each other, landing strikes. Seeing Sheamus hit the 10 beats of the bow on both guys. I mean, brutal. Brutal. I mean, first time we're calling it a Drew McIntyre and Sheamus match, but couldn't have picked a better time. Um, so, and then hit some hard, stiff shots. Gunther hit a lariat for a near fall. Managed to hit a powerbomb on Drew for 2. Sheamus hit a white noise / Celtic cross. Off the middle rope for a near fall. Managed to hit a brogue kick on Gunther, but broken up by Drew. Then managed to hit McIntyre with a brogue kick as well after exchanging the ring. Just fell on McIntyre for near fall. McIntyre managed to hit a Claymore kick, but only for a near fall. Back and forth between Drew and Sheamus. Sheamus then hit another brogue kick. Went for the pin, but out of nowhere, springboard by Gunther. He flew on top of both, breaking up the pin. Hit a powerbomb on Sheamus to the back of Drew's head. And then hit a powerbomb to McIntyre, high stack for the win. Gunther in his long reign continues as Intercontinental Champion. Great stuff, great stuff. Then we got Asuka versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Match was good. Bianca showcased her power very much in this match. Asuka, with her submission-based background. Good match. Good match. Now, I mean, I have followed WWE up until WrestleMania. I haven't watched all of it, but I did notice that some of the build could have been better, especially when it came to this match. But this match was good. So Bianca actually is spine buster in this for a 2. She had a powerbomb to Asuka on the outside, which had to have sucked. Asuka kept targeting the arm and shoulder of Bianca, but in the end, Bianca hoisted up Asuka and then hit the KOD 1, 2, 3 and retained the title against Asuka. Gamed Asuka, but Bianca was too much in this match. Next. The co-main event. Edge versus the Demon, Finn Balor. Hell in a Cell. My first time reviewing a Hell in a Cell. My first time reviewing a match of my favorite wrestler of all time. Edge against Finn Balor, who's sorely underrated, I must say. But this match, curious to see how it was going to definitively go down. But I'd say it delivered. Obviously not my favorite Hell in a Cell match, but this one was damn good, I will say. So, first of all, right off the bat, no red Hell in a Cell, great stuff. Great to see the original structure back. That was just great. So, right off the bat, we had Balor going for a candlestick, Edge going for a chair. At least the chairs were red, not the cell. I'll say that. So, Balor won the early exchange, whacked Edge a few times with candlesticks, but Edge got the upper hand. He was in a chair. He actually trapped Balor in the corner of the cell with a couple of candlesticks and beat up on Balor for a while, but Balor got free. There was a table set up in the corner of the cell. Edge was drop kicked through the table by Balor. Then Edge, because Mr. TLC introduced the ladder, and this is when it started to get a little more ugly. So, Edge threw the ladder in Balor's face, and you could tell with the medical personnel there's a decent sized cut on Balor's head. So they did their best at closing up the cut best they could. But, geez. So, ladder was set up in the corner. Edge went for a spear, but caught the ladder. Balor went for the coup de grace, but only for a near fall. Balor went same for the coup de grace off the ladder, but Edge met him up top. Hit an execution off top of the ladder for Nice near fall. Then another table was up in the middle of the ring. Balor, as high as he could, went for the coup de grace through Edge, through a table, but Edge moved out of the way. Balor caught only table. Seemed like maybe the table knocked into Balor because he was clutching his stomach. But right behind Balor, he was met with a spear by Edge, but only for a 2. And then Edge hit a concerto on Balor. 1, 2, 3. And Edge slays the demon in the cell and gets the victory in Hell in the Cell. Good stuff, good stuff. It's kind of funny, kind of poetic, because Edge came out to Slayer in his entrance. And in the case, he slayed the demon. Good stuff. Main event. Roman Reigns vs. Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Universal Championship. Now, before we get into the match, this match could have went both ways. This match, first time in a while that the main event of WrestleMania felt unpredictable in a weird way. Because, well, okay, so Cody came back from his torn pec that he suffered and agitated or aggravated in his Hell in a Cell match with Seth Rollins last year. He came back at the Royal Rumble and ultimately eliminated Gunther and won the Royal Rumble to get a shot at Roman at Mania. And for a bit, you thought, okay, Cody may be the one to take top off Roman. But then you thought, but then as time went on, with the story with Sami, with other aspects, because Roman is gearing up on 1,000 days as champion. 1,000 days. And you know how WWE likes to be with their achievements and their records. So to have Roman lose the title so close to 1,000 days, that was one aspect. Another aspect was mention the story with Sami. Sami Zayn, in his rivalry story with the Bloodline, has been great. Has been great for months and months. And a story like that was great enough for if Sami Zayn won the the titles from Roman, you wouldn't have batted an eye because of the story. With Cody, he was more legit, but with the story, I mean, Seth Rollins and others have said best. You know, it's been kind of easy for Cody. I mean, he won the Rumble, but they didn't tell enough with the promos back and forth with the story of why Cody should be the one to take down Roman. I mean, yes, Cody is over very much with the crowd, but once you go back and forth, it's like, well, I don't know. Anyways, so this was unpredictable. So this is my first. Let's see. So this is my first Cody Rhodes match reviewed for WWE, but this my first Roman Reigns match reviewing as well. So unique. So good match to close the show. So Reigns here, who was dumped through the table. Um, it had you on your feet, like, or like I don't know. Good. This here. Um, Cody hit a scoop slam, followed a Cody cutter for a good near fall. Solo Sikoa, he was ejected from ringside. Cody hit a super kick. Roman hit a Uranagi. Finally, Cody hit a pedigree just on AEW. But he hit a pedigree on Roman for a 2. Reigns hit a spear, but only for a near fall. Only for a near fall. So this one, it got out of hand. The Usos, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all got involved. Cody then he thought, okay, maybe this is it. This is it. Cody hit not one, not two, or he hit 2 crossroads. Was about to hit a third, but a hood figure attacked Cody from behind and interfered. Um, Roman broke free and then hit a spear, one final spear on Cody for the win. Roman Reigns. His reign continues. Now, also gotta say, because, Roman Reigns, as you as someone who has watched me for years will know that, look, we all know Roman Reigns in his original run as a babyface absolutely failed. Absolutely failed. And ever since he turned heel a couple years ago, I mean, has just bred himself in the right way. And this is the Roman Reigns we saw, you know, with the right idea presented to him. And The way he's been as champion has can't say enough. Can't say enough. He's done very well. Very well. As for Cody, look, I get it. I get it. And I mean, with the feeling backstage for the last couple months that Vince is back in creative, you could tell by that nature that with Roman Reigns, he wasn't gonna let up. Wasn't gonna let Roman Reigns lose. This close to 1,000 days. I, but nonetheless, it was a fun match, fun ending, and yeah. But anyways, guys, that's the review. Um, I will say, because well, I didn't go over it, but so what I didn't like about night two was it was another impromptu match. Gonna be Shane McMahon versus The Miz. And unfortunately, Shane McMahon tore his quad. Snoop Dogg luckily picked up the scraps, and it was a decent little mini match. So, but I mean, Shane McMahon, fired last year, had come back this year, only a unimportant match, tearing his quad. I mean, unfortunate, but I hope he's okay. Hope he makes a full recovery. But yeah, um, anyways, that's the review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do another more WWE related reviews, pay per views in the future. We'll see. We'll see. But this is good. I enjoyed watching WrestleMania. I enjoyed it, or the highlights. Getting affiliated again. So, good stuff. But if you guys like to see it, click the like button, leave a thumbs up, help out the video, help out the channel. But otherwise, thank you. Be safe. I'm Rachel to love. Hope you guys be safe. If you haven't checked out my AEW Downbound review, I posted up on Sunday, so look at that as well. But anyways, guys, thank you all. Be safe. See you guys next time. Peace.